Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends. Let us have some good time together. Today, I don't know what to share with you really. I have to tell you the truth. I fly always. Yeah. I go from place to place. And I don't tell people because always it's happening at night and nobody is there. Yesterday, I went to Japan. And in my way, I stopped in Brazil because they are very close, you know. And I said to myself, why you don't take your breakfast, which I don't really usually take, in, the land, they call it the Gog and Magog, you know. So I like to go places and I don't tell people what happened to me at night. I always fly. And I don't even use airplane. But please keep that between me and you. Now, if you ask me for witnesses, I have zero. I'm just saying, I'm being honest with you. Frankly, I have zero witnesses. Take it or leave it. Okay? I mean, it's true story. And I guarantee you that this is a true story. I mean, what do you want me to do? Swear by Allah? So it's true story. Actually, this is from my last journey. You know, I used the camera which Allah He gave me from Amazon. I'm not sure if He got from Amazon or eBay. And the angel, he said to me, if you want to prove, here we go. Get the camera. Okay. So I was like, capturing the event, and this is me flying over a territory. It's called Tora Bora. Yeah, and actually, you see Torah there. Like, do you see the red light? This is Torah, and the orange one is Bora. Yeah, this is Tora Bora, and between them there is the river of Nile River. Between them. Yeah, I was there, and a lot of light. Look at this, Subhanallah, Subhanallah, true story. Today the Muslims, they celebrate the night journey of the Prophet, which I find the most amazing, stupid journey ever. Let us take a hike.
The magnificent night journey.
Hold on. Did he say magnificent? I mean, he did not even start. He just said magnificent. So what after he start? It's a magnificent, but he wasn't there. He did not see it. Nobody saw it. It's magnificent. Okay. I mean, who need proofs in Islam? This is Islam, my friend. You can say whatever you want. The Prophet said, that's it. The Prophet said. Okay, the Magnificent Seven? Is that the like cowboy movie or something? The Magnificent. What happened in the Magnificent journey? Go ahead, tell us.
That took place, known as Al-Mi'raj.
Take a note, please. It took place. It took place for sure. I want you to take a note, because if you don't take a note, you might forget. It took place. It's a true story.
Where the Prophet ﷺ was taken to the seventh heaven.
Take this note. The Prophet ﷺ did not go to the fifth heaven, the fourth heaven. He went to the seventh heaven. Where the seven heaven? That's it. He cannot go to that. He have to go all the way up. Oh boy. Okay, what happened there?
Did this take place physically or spiritually?
Oh boy. Oh boy, don't go there. Did the Prophet go there physically or spiritually? Since when in Islam there is something spiritual? Like, is kissing black stone is a spiritual? Even your prayer is not a spiritual, because you have to do it in a time. It's not up to you to pray when you wish. It's a duty. It's an obligation. This is not spiritual. Spiritual is about having contact to the one you are speaking to. You don't. Continue. Is it spiritually or physically? I like the question, by the way. It makes me think deep.
Did it take place with his body and soul, or was it only with his soul?
Hey, Prophet, you left your body there. But if the Prophet, he went by his soul, that means his body was dead. Okay.
The most authentic opinion.
If this is the most authentic opinion, even this one they have opinion about it. Now, did Muhammad go or not? A second ago he said this is a true story, it happened, and now they are not even sure. And now he want to give us the most authentic opinion. Can I see a third doctor? This is the religion which you can get all the information from the authentic opinion. Opinion of who? Okay.
Is that this particular journey, the night journey, which Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned in chapter 17, Surah Al-Isra, Subhana alladhi asra bi'abdihi laylan min al-masjid al-harami ila al-masjid al-aqsa.
Stop. The verse you quote for us, it says Allah, he took him from this mosque of supposedly Saudi Arabia, the Kaaba, and he took him all the way to the Aqsa mosque. What does this have to do with going to heaven? What is the heaven story? And the Quran doesn't say anything about going to heaven. It says, I took him from this mosque to this mosque, which does not exist, by the way. I mean, Aqsa at that time, it doesn't exist. There's no Aqsa. So where is this journey to the heaven in the Quran? There's nothing in the Quran speaking about Muhammad going to... Actually, it doesn't even say anything about Muhammad. I will show you the verses. Why we have only 570 people? Guys, in the coming episode, I mean soon, we will talk about virgins in the heaven. Let us see how the number will increase now. Look at the numbers. The second I say virgin, here we go. It's 581. Unbelievable. Okay, and you will see women there have big breast. Let us see the number. Oh, okay. 584, 585, 87. Look what the word big breast can do. What if I say big apples?
All praise and glory be to Allah Azza wa Jalla, who has taken his servant from Mecca, the Masjid al-Haram, to al-Masjid al-Aqsa.
So what is the journey to heaven? He just said it. The verse saying Allah, he took him from the Masjid al-Haram, which supposedly the Kaaba, and he took him all the way to Aqsa, the Muslim. They say this is the one in Jerusalem. Okay, what is the journey to heaven? Why in the Quran Allah did not mention that he took him to heaven? Which one is more important, to go 1,000 miles away or to go to the seventh heaven? Allah forgot.
In Jerusalem, in Al-Quds, this took place physically and spiritually.
I need a break now. I was afraid he would say only spiritually. But thanks, he said it's physically and spiritually. By his soul and his body together. You know, imagine Muhammad, you take his soul from him. I mean, with his soul is evil. Without his soul will be what? Zombie? Okay, so now his soul went with him.
By body and by soul. And the Prophet went there and he led all the prophets and messengers of Allah in prayer.
I cannot handle this. The Prophet went all the way there and he led all the Prophet in the prayer. Okay, hold on, are they dead? How they are dead? And Muhammad says clearly that I will be the first one to be resurrected in the day of judgment. And then suddenly we find them all alive in the Aqsa. Which what is this is about? Are they dead or they are alive? Isn't it the Quran says the procedure before you or they pass away? So how he led them in the prayer? True story. Do you know how many prophet was there? According to Muslims, there is 124,000 prophet. Okay. Do you know that the city of Jerusalem at that time does not even fit for such a number? The whole city. 124,000 prophet and nobody noticed them. And each one of them had a donkey. I mean, at least if you could not see the Prophet inside the mosque, you should see the donkeys out the mosque. I mean, are you telling me that the Roman and the Christians and the Jews who live in Jerusalem, they did not notice that there's 124,000 prophets praying in that location, plus 124,000 donkey? Alhamdulillah. I think the Prophet and all those prophets, Allah, He covered them by Vaseline. So they were like slippery from the camera. Nobody can see them. Invisible. Tell us more. I'm truly convinced, by the way.
In Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa, whether this took place before the ascension to the heavens or after.
Be careful with your finger, my friend. I mean, you keep putting your finger up. You will make a hole in the roof, as your Prophet did in one of his, you know, it wasn't a roof, it was something else. But anyway.
The difference of opinion among scholars. Imam Ibn Kathir stated that the prayer leading the prophets took place after he came down from the heavens.
That's deep. That's deep. Ibn Kathir stated, Ibn Kathir, he came 800 years after Muhammad, you idiot. So how Ibn Kathir can tell you what happened? I mean, is it Ibn Kathir? It's not the Prophet who stated, it is Ibn Kathir. I mean, have you ever heard of a religion like this? Okay, are you saying to me that your Prophet did not mention if it's, what Ibn Kathir have to do with this? Tell us more, Judaism.
And not before. And this is why he says that.
I hate it when they say this is why. I mean, when a Muslim, he says to you, this is why, it's mean you are going to get dizzy and you will be busy. You will have a cross eyes and your stomach will be like, you will suffer from diarrhea. He will say to you, this is why. Listen to what he will say after why. Muslims are explaining. Their why is very unique. Okay, why?
Whenever he went with Jibreel in the seventh heavens, every time he meets an angel or he meets a prophet and he says, who's this? He says,
look at this analyze for the information from Mararaysim. Who kind of you can analyze on formulation like this? Now he's explaining to you, this is why, to explain that the prophet, he prayed to the prophet or to lead the prophet, and this is why it says that the prophet, each time to go a level in the heaven, he speak to an angel or a prophet. Okay, hold on. You just said they are in the heaven. How come they are down in the Aqsa in Jerusalem? I mean, where he met them? Are they in heaven or they are in Jerusalem? You know, when I was in school, the teacher, I put my hand up, he said, not you. I said, sir, I have a question, not you. Yeah, the big question, not you. I mean, they cannot take me. I mean, you have to be a fool to be successful in those countries, to be like something they like you. The second you ask questions, you are no, bad, very bad, not you. So he met prophets in heaven. So then how he prayed on the front of them in Jerusalem? Did he go down with him?
This is Muhammad. And they give salam to him and exchange salam. If he had led them in prayer.
Hold on. The angels, each time he see them, they say to him, they say to the angel, who is this? He said, this is Muhammad. Okay, that's it. This is Muhammad. Shouldn't he say, who's Muhammad? This is Muhammad. So he's saying to you, well, if he led them in the prayer already, so they should not recognize him. Obviously, it happened after. Smart, very smart, genius.
Earlier in Jerusalem, they would have recognized him.
Absolutely.
So Ibn Kathir says that this is an indication that leading the prayer took place after he came down from the heavens. And this is an issue of not of great importance, but it took place by the soul and the body. The Prophet ﷺ was ascended with his body and came back. Because if it were a vision, if it were a dream, we all have dreams.
Don't ask me about my dreams. I cannot even mention 1 second of them. Have nothing to do with heaven. The Muslims now are realizing what happened to the Prophet, you know, so after 1400 years. So brother, if it was a dream, this is not a dream, okay? This is not a dream. So why all this confusion? What's happening here? Explain to us, please.
There's no great emphasis or a miracle to be considered. So this incident took place once in his life.
Oh boy. You know what? This is what I was afraid of from, that it took place many times. I mean, imagine if the Muhammadan, they believe that Muhammad was coming up, coming down, coming down, coming up, coming up, coming, like Allah. Because Allah, he keep coming up and down. Yes, brother. He's like a yo-yo. Isn't it the hadith? Says that the Prophet of Allah, he said that Allah, he descend every day in the third part of the night. Allah is a yo-yo. I mean, have you ever heard of a God who would need to go up, down? Why? To ask you who's praying for me? All right. Who's praying for me? So Allah took Muhammad once to heaven. So exciting. Do we have any Muslim in the chat? You have an objection for what the Sheikh is saying? Let us know if you have an objection.
Body and soul. But later on, the Prophet told us about many visits that took place only with his soul. Where he visited different places, where he's seen different things, and he reported that to us, whatever he saw in Jannah, whatever he saw in hellfire, in the torment of the graves, etc. All of this took place with his vision, not with his soul, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.
Allah knows best. Now, if we go over YouTube, we will find endless numbers of videos made by Muhammadans trying to explain to you this fiction, stupid story. Now, I want to say to you, if you are interested to debate a Muhammadan, this is one of the easiest one to convert them out of Islam, to show them that Islam is a stupid religion. You can watch any of those movies about the journey of the Prophet. Quran versus science, fact, Prophet Muhammad journey to heaven. They hire this rich woman, they give her a salary to, you know, and they make videos supposedly about science. You know, let us, as long as we are talking about science, let us see how this stupid cult function. This is a Muslim article, and this is Miracle of the Quran website. This Quran is designated for the miracles, the scientific miracles of the Quran, brother. Okay. I want Muslims to notice carefully that it is your site, it is your article, you publish it in books, even Zakir Naik, you have it there. Brother, so now don't run away from it. This is your handwriting. So the speed of light, physics extreme, physics. Learn more. Okay, let us learn more. The speed of light, angels travel at the speed of light. Okay. Muslims believe that angels are low density. Really, you believe in that, Muslims? How come that? Don't you say that Jibreel, he came to Muhammad as a man? وَتَمَثَّلَ لَهَا بَشْرًا سَوِيًّا. All right. They move in any speed from 0 up to the speed of light. Okay. Listen carefully. We are going with them. This is your article, Muslims. In a second, you will see every Muslim who spread this article spitting at it. Literally. because this article proving Muhammad a fraud. The angels take their orders and preserve tablet. Is that Galaxy tablet, Samsung, or this is iPad? Allah have iPad. Yep. Allah, the angel like the hummingbirds. They come to that tablet. They read the orders. Okay, the order for today. Okay, we have customer in number 11 in the table of etc. He need zucchini and baba ganoush. They take their order from the tablet. Why? Allah don't talk to them. The order on the tablet. Go to the tablet. Don't come to me. Okay. Technology. This is Islam, a religion of technology. Somewhere in the outer place. I love it when they say somewhere. I mean, look, they did not say in a location, etc. Like somewhere. I turn my head up and down. I turn it around. And I'll call what I can see. Just under one tree. Turn my head. So it's an out there somewhere. I love it. Really, I love it. In the outer space. Flying tablet, the tablet flying like... NASA will find it very soon. Just wait. And not from God's throne. No, that's not there. It's somewhere in the outer space. They commute and from this preserved tablet to get their order from God. Okay, so here remember that this outer space tablet location is way down compared to Allah location. Take that a note, because later that will be a big slap on Muhammad face too. The following verse in the Quran describe how angels travel and they commute. I like it when they say commute. Commute means they are coming up and down. Remember that. You see, it is you Muslim says commute, not me. Commute. Not me. Commute. Not me. Because I know later you will say lying to you. Okay. So, and from this tablet, the tablet and the speed which they commute to, and from the tablet turned out to be known the speed of light. Bingo. Now we have no excuse to say we do not know what it is. It is the speed of light. Are you listening, Muslims? Okay. Quran chapter 32 verse number 5. يدبر الأمر من السماء إلى الأرض ثم يعرج إليه في يوم كان مقداره ألف سنة مما تعدون. Allah rules the cosmic. The cosmic, this is what it says? Well, it says the sky. What is cosmic? Okay, let us call it cosmic. Affair from the heaven. Okay, how come? What is that, man? So what is the word cosmic? How come we have now two? We have cosmic and heaven. The verse saying only sky. They added words in the translation. Okay, so Allah, He, rule the cosmic affair from the heaven to the earth. Okay, then this affair traveled to Him in a distance in one day at the measure of 1,000 years of your count. Take a note. How long for the angels it take? 1,000 of Allah time. In a distance of one day, which is equal to what? One day, which is equal to 1,000 years of your count. That's wonderful. Muslims, if it take the angels just to go to the tablet, not to the seventh heaven, not to the throne of Allah, it took them 1,000 years of our count. So how Muhammad, he came back before the sun morning? I mean, do you see how stupid the story? As long they agree that the angels, they need 1,000 years of our time, which is equal to one day of Allah. So Muhammad, he left the earth in our time. He will come back to the earth in our time. The angel would take them 1 day equal to Allah time, which is equal to 1,000 years of our time. So if Muhammad, he left in the 6th centuries, Muhammad have to come back? Not yet. Anyone knows why? Not yet. He have to come back maybe 400 years from now. Because 1,000 to go, 1,000 to come back. 2,000 years. So for Muhammad to come back, it have to be 2,400 years in our date. Or let us say from the date Muhammad let us say, okay, Muhammad, he left in the year 600. Okay, forget about the 600. Let us say year 0. It need to take 2,000 years for him to come back. So Muhammad should not be back yet. And this is their article, not my article, proving that Islam is a fraud. Because all of this, even we heard the Sheikh saying this is the night journey, right? The night journey. It happened during few hours. So how the angels, it take them, and remember, because Muhammad, he did not go by himself, he was with Jibreel. He wasn't alone. And as long Muhammad, he went physically. That mean was a physical travel. Okay, so the angels are made of light, they travel in the speed of light. Muhammad is made of what? How Muhammad, he can match the speed? And if they are going in the speed of light, why he have a donkey? Is that a light donkey? Anyone want some coffee? See, Muhammadan, when you think, when you use your brain, if you have any, this is what you see what happened. The story is gone. And then the comedy continue. Look what it says here. It is the angel who carry out those orders. Okay, the angel, he came to Muhammad with the order to take him up to heaven. I'm going with you. Abdul, listen to me. I'm going with you. So, in order for Jibreel to come and have an order, what is the order? Hey, Muhammad, I want to take you to Khabin, Habibi. Okay. It take 1,000 years. This is your article saying that. So, the angel Jibreel, he took Muhammad to heaven. It take 1,000 years. To bring him back from heaven is going to take 1,000 years. What we will do now? And look now, they start putting for you numbers, and they're trying to convince you that this is science, brother. How could a literate man who lived 1,400 years ago have known the speed of light? I'm going to die one day laughing at this comedy. I will have heart attack. Well, Muhammad, he recognized that the speed of light, brother. How this happened? How this happened? That's amazing. Look. For example, I like it when a Muslim, he try to give you examples, so explain to you, because you are heavy, you don't understand. For example, a village 2 days meant distance equivalent. Equivalent? Okay, hold on. Muhammad, he had a fight with his wife yesterday. You see, I'm going with their article. How come Muhammad, he received the verse from Allah about it right away? Shouldn't Muhammad wait 1,000 years to receive the article? As an example, if we go here. Let us go. Let's see this verse actually. There's a chapter, it's called At-Tahrim. Okay, hold on. Read with me carefully in love. Chapter 66, verse number 1. Okay. The Muslims, they have many interpretations for this. Some of it is about honey, which is very funny. The fact Muhammad was having sex with one of his slaves, Mary the Copt, and they found him having sex in their bed, and they have an, they were disgusted by his filthy behavior. So the Prophet, he promised them, if they don't tell anybody, he forbid that from himself. He will not have sex with his slaves and maids. And right away, Muhammad, he missed it. Muhammad, he want to have sex. So he said, Allah told me, O Prophet, why do you forbid yourself from what Allah made lawful for you? Okay, the guy, he just made it forbidden. So if Allah want to correct him and he want to send the angel who need 1,000 years to come to Muhammad, that order have to come 1,000 years after the occasion. Do you understand, people? Do you understand? So all of his name is a stupid story then. That means all of this is a lie. Because in order for the angel to give this verse to Muhammad, they have to fly 1,000 years ago, before that date. Do you understand me? Which means this order is written and given to the angel to come to Muhammad 1,000 years before the occasion. Now imagine this. A guy having a fight with his wives. God, he write the message 1,000 years ago. I mean, how slow are you, Allah? I advise you to get a membership with Amazon. Unbelievable. Oh boy. Why Arabic Bible call Allah? This is a translation. You can call him Buddha if you want. Who cares? This is false translation. Why Arabic Bible call him Allah? Why Muslim translation to Jesus? Isa, they say Jesus. Doesn't say Isa. Doesn't say Jesus. It says Isa. So this is a false translation. This is what you have now. This is what you are busy with. All the poo we are showing you on the screen, and this is what you are busy with. Why the Arabic Bible says there's no Arabic Bible. This translation. Like, have somebody told you that Jesus was an Arab, or Peter was an Arab, or Paul was an Arab, or Mark was an Arab? We don't have Arabic Bible. This translation. The translator is an idiot. Now, shall we go to the journey so we can die laughing? Or we should play for you more videos so you will die even more laughing? Somebody saying Bible in the Middle East are translated by Muslims so they deceive Christians and Muslims. No, this is not really the fact. You see, those Christians, they live in the Middle East under ISIS occupation for 1400 years ago. So it's a hypocrisy even from the religious men to accept that word to be there. They think by doing that they can survive ISIS. ISIS exists in the Middle East for 1400 years ago, not now. This is why actually in Malaysia they made a law. It says that Christians cannot use the word Allah. You can search it right now in Google. We cannot, because this is the name of the God of Islam. So those Arab Christians who live in the Middle East under the occupation of the Muslims, they have to use something, and this something will not make the Muslim burn their books, let us say. So it's kind of a taqiyya, which is evil. We Christian, we should follow taqiyya. We should not follow taqiyya. Yea, yea, or nay, nay. There is nowhere in the Bible it says Allah. Nowhere in the Bible it says Isa. Any of those names are fabricated and have nothing to do with us. Now, let us see if we can find you more videos.
Allah.
Okay, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Huh. What is that, man? Commercial? YouTube putting commercial for me. Yeah, I want to donate to build a mosque. I'd love to. Okay. Brother Sabil Ali.
Different, we can say. There is an intersection of ideas at certain points, and then a diversion also.
It hinges on a particular verse in the Quran, right?
Yes, in fact, there are a few verses that touch upon this issue. There's a verse in Surah Al Imran, the 3rd chapter of the Quran, where it says that God said to Jesus, "Inni mutawafika wa rafi'uka ilay." I am going.
Hold on. This is different. We click at the video, it shows different video. Hold on, something wrong with YouTube. It happens sometime. You know, the answer is Jibreel. He clicked in the wrong place. Okay, what does this have to do with the Prophet journey? Hold on. Prophet. All right. The Prophet night journey. What I like about it, by the way, it's a night journey. I mean, come on. Shouldn't be a day.
Welcome back to Let the Quran Speak. According to the Islamic tradition, the Prophet Muhammad took part in a miraculous night journey.
It's miraculous.
What was the nature of this journey? Was it physical? Was it spiritual? What was its significance? And how should Muslims today regard and recognize this event?
All those questions, Brother Sabir Ali is going to answer you. Okay, Sabir Ali.
Mosque to the farthest mosque, in order that we may show him some of our signs, and certainly he that.
Okay, hold on, guys. Did he say in order to show him one of our signs? Let me play this again.
From the sacred mosque to the farthest mosque, in order that we may show him some of our signs. And
oh boy, what I would do to myself now? How we can stop this brain from working? I mean, this is the most stupid moment ever a human being can face, to be humiliated with his intelligence. You idiot! Isn't it the same chapter speaking about the Prophet been taken from the sacred mosque to Jerusalem? Is the same chapter saying Allah will never give Muhammad, never gave, he refrained from giving Muhammad a miracle. The same chapter. Let us go there. Oh boy. This is the chapter. Guys, do you like the way I say the word chapter? Be honest with me, don't you like my English? I told you before, I used to teach English in Oxford University, you know, and all the students in that season, they commit suicide. Alhamdulillah. So, glory to Allah. Okay, what it says, glory to Allah. Yeah, but to explain it to you, it doesn't say the word Allah there, so they put it between two brackets. You like the word bracket, the way I say it? Bracket. It's like the word bracket is coming from Barack Obama. There's a lot of connection here. So, glory to Allah who did take his servant from the journey by night from the sacred mosque to the farthest mosque. Hold on. Is really Jerusalem is in the farthest mosque in the earth? No more. Don't you have a mosque now in New Zealand? In Australia? So how this is furthermore? Anyway, let it go, let it go. Okay, with what? I don't know how to say this word here. Whose presence? Don't laugh at my English, okay? If you, there's a guy, he was laughing at my English. He woke up in the morning speaking like me. Allah punish him. Like he said to his, instead of to say to his wife, honey, you know, he said to her, you know, hyena, and his wife, she killed him. True story. I mean, there's a huge difference between honey and hello. So, whose presence we did bless in order to might show him some of our sign. Like, hold on. But isn't this is the same chapter says we refrained from showing you signs and giving you signs? The same chapter, just go 59 verses after it says, and we refrain from giving you signs. He did what? He did refrain. So did he refrain or not? I mean, it's the same chapter. We did not even go to different chapter. So in the verse number 1, he says, I give you a sign. And then this, the verse 59, he says, I refrain from giving you a sign. It looked like the one who wrote the Quran was taking too much cocaine. Cocaine, they say in English, they say cocaine, not cocaine. 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 Like something to do with John McCain, I believe. Something like that. So, what is happening here? Muslims, did Allah made a miracle? And this miracle is a sign for all mankind, and even sign for the Prophet too? Or he did not do it? Because here it says, we refrain. In the same chapter. What we shall do now? Al-Shaddadi, you love my English? You are doing taqiyya, aren't you? Yeah, look at this guy. He's saying he loves my English because he's doing taqiyya. He's afraid if he say I don't love your English, I will block him. Me, myself, sometimes I write in English. I don't know how to read what I wrote. Unbelievable. You like my English, didn't you? What a hypocrite you are. All right. Do we have any Muslim want to say how this is happening? How the same chapter, people, are you taking note? The same chapter, chapter 17, verse number 1, it says, we take you to between this and that in order to show you a sign. Okay. And then in the same chapter, 17:59 says, we will not give you a sign. Hey, my friend, who cares about who killed Muhammad now? This is not our topic. Focus with me, focus with me. Don't be like Joe Biden, you know, like Joe Biden's husband. Focus with me. Don't suffer from flight of thoughts. You will be Muhammad then. Any Muslim? Seriously, do we have any Muslim? Because if he did, show him a sign, that means this verse is false. He refrained. And that's mean, by the way, the chapter, it says the moon split, right? It says that it's when Shaq al-Qamar, the judgment day is very side in the side. You can see it almost in the corner. And the moon split. Okay. But this verse came after the moon chapter. You see, the Quran today, according to Muslims, not according to me. The one you see in front of you is not the same as the Quran was given to Muhammad. In which way? The Muslims, they say it is not in the same order. You can go right now to Google and search Quran according to Revelation. And then you will find the orders of the verses and chapters. And you will find that this is one which is match both, which means the order today and the order before, which means nothing changed in it. So it is 17. Wonderful. So if the Qamar chapter came before this chapter, then the chapter of the moon, obviously, it's not reporting a miracle, because there's no way Allah will send a verse saying we refrain from sending miracles. Isn't splitting the moon is a miracle? As Muslims they claim. But this chapter came after. Do we have any Muhammadan have anything to say? Let us go back to Mr. Sabir Ali. Peace be upon him.
And certainly he, that is God, is seeing and hearing.
So are you saying that it wasn't a physical journey, it was more spiritual?
Early Muslim scholars actually had two opinions about this. There were...
I mean, what is killing me, there's no third opinion. Anyway, they will repeat the same as the other guy saying, just stupid religion. Now let us go and see what Muhammad said. Who care about what those idiots they say? They grow beard, but their beard is not even fit for to be used as a broom. Because as you see, they run away from giving you answers, because when you say there's opinion, it's mean I have no answer. And how religion can be established by opinion, and how such an important thing is nothing but an opinion, and which opinion we shall take. Let us go to Muhammad's story. Muhammad's story is very, very important and very fun. I like it. What is the title of my video today? What is the title? Last night Prophet Muhammad, he went to where? To Ethiopia. You know, Muhammad is a guy who cannot keep his mouth shut, and the more he talk, the more he is the idiot of the village. Look what Muhammad said. The messenger of Allah said, Sihan wa Jihan and Euphrates and the Nile River are from the rivers of heaven. Why he is saying that? Anyone remember? Let us go and see the details, more details. And by the way, there's somebody said in the chat or in the comment section, the Muslim, they are talking about discovery, I don't know, South Africa, somewhere in Africa, about a golden mountain. My friend, the Prophet of Islam, he said that this gold mountain will be under the Euphrates River, not in Africa. Here we go. This is the hadith. Unbelievable. Erdogan will die to find it. The Messenger of Allah said the hour will not come to pass before the river Euphrates dries up and unveil the mountain of gold. Like, hold on, you idiot. How the Euphrates River is one of the rivers of heaven is going to dry up? Even the heaven of Allah will suffer from a drought. Just let it go and eat it talking. So, where is the gold river will be appear? Mountain of gold in Euphrates. So according to those guys who they are saying to you there's a gold mountain, is it Euphrates in Africa? As I know, Euphrates is coming from the south of Turkey, go through Syria, go all the way. It's nothing left of it anyway. It's already dry. Where is the mountain gold? You know, and look what will happen. For which people will fight, 99 out of 100 will die. That is American movie, where the hero, he shoot everybody and his gun never get empty and he got injured like only in the shoulder. So 99 100 will go in the fight, 99 will die. It's like me, brother. When I go in a fight and there's like 99 people in front of me, you cannot believe it how good I am in karate. I'm very good in karate. I have a black belt, I have red belt, I have even like you know, like all kind of belt, you know. Not dry yet? Are you waiting for it to dry? No, it's a dry, my friend. Go. Turkey, the Turkish, they block the river. There is no more river. Not a dry yet. And my friend, you do not need to dry it to find the gold these days. The satellite will show you. Dry it. Since when? We find oil down in the deep ocean, miles down the water, not a river. Hello? Do we need it to be dried? All right, all right. Take it easy, take it easy. And then, brother, then nobody will take the gold because it's too much. And the Prophet says, whoever live at that time, don't take anything from it, okay? Don't take anything from it. Yeah, right. Muslims will see gold, will not take it. True story. Now let us continue, find the hadith about the heaven. Where is the journey? Hold on. Let us find the journey. Okay, let us search for different thing. Okay. Guys, listen carefully. I will share with you something extremely important. Another stupid statement from his Prophet Muhammad. Read carefully, Muslims. From Ibn Abbas regarding Allah saying, and indeed saw him at the second descent near Surah Al-Muntaha. Okay. Where? At Surah Al-Muntaha. Let us see where is that. This is in the Quran. Surah Al-Muntaha. Let us see that. Okay. Let us see. What is this Surah Al-Muntaha thing? Chapter 53, verse number 14. All right. But here we have a problem, as usual. Okay. And he certainly saw the angel descend second time. Where the angel? Where it says the word angel? Guys, any Muslim can show us the word angel? Listen carefully at the stupidity of Muhammad. If you go back, you can read from verse number 1. So the Muslim will not say, oh, you're taking things out of, you know. By the star when they fell down, not fade away, when they fell down. This is false translation. Let us change the translator. This is Kattab. This is the guy who called me yesterday, 2 days ago, and he said to me, I want Kattab translation. You remember? And then he hung up because he got humiliated. By the star when it goes down, or fell down. Your companion Muhammad, he never gone astray, or he never, you know, has erred. Actually, he did not become a criminal or did something bad. Nor does he speak of his own desire. So whatever Muhammad he say is from Allah. That's wonderful. Remember this. Chapter 53, verse number 3. Anything Muhammad he say is not from his desire. It's only inspiration that he's inspired. That's wonderful. Okay. He has been taught the Quran. By who? By one mighty of power. Look what they put between two brackets, Jibreel. How you put Jibreel if it says by a mighty power? Is Jibreel the mighty power or Allah? Here the Muslims are so confused about this verse. And again, they will say to you, there's many opinions about the whole chapter. Because what here it says, it's a might of power, that's Allah. Then ذو مرة or mirrah, okay, free from any defect in his body or his mind. But isn't it the angels that accuse Adam that he would commit mischief in earth, and Allah, he punished them to bow down to him? So they have defect. Isn't it Allah, he sent 2 angels, their name is Harut and Marut, and they have sex with the women, her name is Venus, and then they gave her the password to go to Allah, and then Allah, he cursed this woman who is so sexy, and you know it, to become Venus, the star, which is nothing but a Greek story. And then, I mean, look how they insert things is not in the verse. Even they put the bracket for you to say we are fabricating stories here, because nowhere it says Jibreel. Rose, he became stable. Why? He wasn't stable when he was flying. Rose, he became stable. What the heck is that? And while he is not Jibreel, this is Allah, in the highest part of the horizon, then he approached and he came closer, like, hold on, Muhammad is down in earth, so Allah, he came down. This is not Jibreel. Because Jibreel, he come to Muhammad and he squeeze him, not he just a close down to him. All of us, we knew the story about Muhammad being squeezed and there is no mayonnaise coming, neither ketchup. So listen carefully. If you change the translator, okay, let's change the translator. Let us see another idiot, Yusuf Ali. You will see the story changed miraculously. Where is Jibreel? There's no Jibreel. Jibreel is gone. Listen carefully. By the star when it's go down. Have you ever heard of a God he swear by stars coming down? And coming down where? When you say down, where? This is the story. If you go and read the interpretation, Muhammad, he have his cousin next to him, and he said to him, I don't believe in the God of the stars. Muhammad, he said to him, aren't you afraid that Allah will send his dog to eat you? Even Allah has a dog. I don't. Aren't you afraid that dog of Allah will eat you? Go and read it. Go and read the interpretation. Muslims, don't trust me, brother. Go and read the interpretation. Allah have a dog. Your companion neither astray, neither being misled, nor goes away of his own desire, between 2 brackets. It is nothing but inspiration by Allah. Hold on, how this is inspiration? If a guy, his name is Jibreel, he is an angel, he come and he deliver you a message. This is inspiration. So the postman who come to my house every day, he deliver me a meal. That is inspiration. I mean, even the inspiration is screwed up with you, Muhammadan. Because inspiration is God is speaking to your mind directly, not an angel coming to you. That is not an inspiration. Do you know even what inspiration means? Everything is stupid. Everything is messed up as usual. So he was taught by the mighty, one mighty in power. He taught him what? Like what? If a woman have orgasm first, the baby will be a girl. If a man have orgasm first, the baby will be a boy. Okay. With wisdom. I cannot take this one. He taught him wisdom. Oh, he have a wisdom. Sorry, he did not taught him wisdom. He have wisdom, brother. Okay, and he appeared in stately form. What? Stately form? No comment. While he was in the height part of the horizon, then he approached closer, and it was at the distance of 1 bow or 2. I mean, he's not sure. Allah is not sure. Like 1 bow, 2 bow, 3 bow, 4 bow, 5 bow. Guys, do you like to play the bow game? I mean, Allah is talking. Is it 1 bow or 2 bow? Allah is not sure. Okay. And here it says, so he conveyed the inspiration to his slave. Okay, hold on. How this is Jibreel? Look what happened. All the previous verses, they were trying to convince us that the one who was coming to Muhammad is Jibreel. But here it says, he's a slave. So obviously this is not about Jibreel, this is about Allah. So did Allah. Where is Jibreel? I mean, is Allah able to say Jibreel, I sent Jibreel down, he saw Jibreel? Come on, say the word Jibreel. Obviously, it's not Jibreel. Muhammad claiming that Allah came down to him, he did not go up. And then, look what happened. And then he saw him second time. Will you dispute with him concerning what he saw? Sure, you cannot dispute with Muhammad. He will kill you. No witnesses. That's it. A person who can cover the horizon. Nobody saw him except Prophet Muhammad. Peace upon him. Can you dispute about that? No. The same as the journey for the heaven. There is no witnesses. Even Aisha, she said he was sleeping next to me. For indeed, he saw him at the second descent. There is second descent. Near the lotus tree. Oh boy, things is getting really horrible. When Muhammad, he saw this person second time near the lotus tree. So if it's Jibreel, that's mean Muhammad, he saw Jibreel only twice. Do you understand, people? Are we listening? Do you see, guys, how we connect the information together? You have always to connect the dots together to have a picture. So how come Jibreel keep coming to Muhammad, delivering him messages every day, and sometimes he stayed like a week or 2 or 3, he did not come. But he came many times, many thousands of times. Here it says he saw this person twice only. Correct? For indeed he saw him at the second descent. So there is first descent, second descent. That's it. The Quran never mentioned third, fourth, 5, 7, 10. First, second, over. So how this can be Jibreel? Do we have any Muslim? And where he saw him near the lotus tree. So the first time that person came to Muhammad in the earth. Second time, Muhammad, he saw him next to the lotus tree, which were located. Let us go and take a look. Oh boy. Lotus tree, huh? All right. Look at this one. Look at this one. Here we have. If you wanna make a collection of information, you know, you have to. I mean, in order to get really how to get this religion busted, your brain have to be full with the stories of the false prophet Muhammad, and then you put them together, and you will see how stupid he is. I heard Messenger of Allah saying, while mentioning the lotus tree, of the utmost boundary, saying a rider will travel in the shade of one of its branches for 100 years. So it's a physical tree, but it's so big, brother. So big. To the point you travel for 100 years under one branches. Just one branches. They cannot. Okay. And not to mention that the fruit of this tree is made of gold. Butterflies, gold, and yeah, I have a tree, by the way. It give me gold. That's why I like how I make money. Did you ask me how I make money? Every day I go outside, I grab the gold, from my tree, and I sell it in the jewelry store. And the other day, there is a police. They contact me. They said to me, "Where you are getting this gold?" I told them I cannot tell you, because if I tell them, they will take the tree. Trump will take it. This guy, he loves gold. His house is covered by gold. So I told him I cannot tell you. It was Zibril. And then I became a prophet since then. And now there's long line of people in front of All right. Let us continue. While I was traveling through the paradise, actually it doesn't say traveling, it says while I was walking through paradise, a river appeared before me, whose bank had a tint of pearl. Look at this. Look at those details, brother. Muhammad, he discovered, Muhammad, if you open a YouTube channel, and he have a camera with him, man, how many people will subscribe? So now he was walking down street, la 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 la, and then he found a river, and in the other side of the river, he found a tent made of pearl. I mean, a tent made of pearl. How it is a tent? A tent is, you cannot call it a tent if it's made of pearls. I said to the angel, what is this? Look at the question. The prophet is so observing. He cannot let it go. Very smart. What is this? He said, this is Al-Kawthar. Should I continue, guys? Come tomorrow. I keep saying... This is our way in the Middle East to say like something like, so it's too big to believe, like, or something like horrible happened. This is Al-Kawthar, which Allah granted you. So Allah, he granted him a tent. As I know, Al-Kawthar is a fountain. According to Muhammad in this story, it became a tent. Or maybe he's talking about the river. Hold on. Which Allah has granted you. But Muhammad, he is asking about the tent. Or maybe he's asking about the river too. Maybe. Which Allah has granted you. He said, then he put his hand in the clay and removed musk from it. The clay is musk. Then I was raised to Sidrat al-Muntaha. I saw the magnificent light at it. Take a note. He saw what? A light. Let us continue. More stories. Things is going to get more worse now. Things will get something more stupid. Let us find the full story so we can die laughing. Otherwise, this video will go forever. How long we are here now? 1 hour, 11 minutes. I said to myself, let me make 20-minute videos. Unbelievable. All right. By the way, the same story. You can find it like Sahih. Let us find Sahih. So the Muslim, they will not say this one, because this one it says good. We want to find in the Sahih. Sahih. Because, they will find excuse for things. Oh boy. Okay, let me switch the screen so I don't hurt your eyes. I know that all of you, your eyes are very sensitive. Okay. Here we go. This is Sahih Muslim would do, but if we can see if Al-Bukhari will be better. Okay. Okay, this is even better, brother. Okay, this is Al-Bukhari, So they cannot say this is weak, this is not true. Prayers, Salat. The book of Salat, Sahih Bukhari, chapter how as Salat, the prayer was prescribed on the night of Al-Isra. So all this time Muhammad, he have no prayer. Now Allah, he gave him prayer. If you read the story, you would die laughing. Allah Messenger, while I was in Mecca, the roof of my house was open and Jibreel descend. You see the Jibreel, he don't go from the window. Take a note. If you have a house made of concrete, you are in trouble. So Jibreel opened the roof and he descend and open my chest. Right away to surgery. The story can go even farther. I mean, you can see more details and different, because Muhammad, he can't repeat the same story twice correctly without adding some spice, as usual, the liars. And he washed my chest with Zamzam, and then he brought a golden tray full of wisdom and faith. Yeah, in Islam, by brother, Allah, he sent, hold on. It takes the angels 1,000 years of our time to deliver the orders of Allah. It took Allah 1,000 years to deliver this tray. Trust me, if Allah do the same work in Amazon, Amazon will go bankrupt in 2 days. So a golden tray full of wisdom and faith. Yep. I mean, it's very normal. In the Middle East, we receive wisdoms in dishes, and you know, my mom, she used to feed me wisdom every day. And I became a believer because I ate faith salad. True story. Okay. And then they poured the content in my chest and they close it. You see here, the story is different from the other story where they give you details. They took the things out, they wash it. Like, let me show you the other version of the story, because the same story have many versions, you know, as usual, Muhammad. The other story says even they stuff the wisdom in his vein, which is very normal to happen. I mean, what do you expect? Okay, here we go. Here the story is getting more complicated, you see. And this is Bukhari too. I mean, imagine, this is the same Bukhari. I mean, how the story come twice or 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, they are different from each other. Okay, the night the messenger of Allah was taken to the journey from the sacred mosque, Mecca, Kaaba, 3 persons came to him. Look here, they have the 3 persons, not Jibreel. In the other story, Muhammad says Jibreel. Here, the 3 persons. Okay. And then they took him to the sacred mosque before the divine inspiration was revealed to him. And one of them, he said, which of them is he? Like, what the heck? Okay, hold on. The guy in the other story, he come to him in the roof of his house. How many people in his room? They are men sleeping next to Aisha. Which one of them is he? You see how the story changed? Even the location is changing. Here, Muhammad said that I was in my house and the roof of my house open. Do you see it? Allah Messenger said, while I was in Mecca, the roof of my house was open and Jibreel descended. And then he opened my chest. Bingo. We go to the other hadith. Look what happened. They are asking, which one is he? How many one they were sleeping next to Aisha, brother? What do you mean next to? And if he is in the Kaaba, that means the other story is a lie and Muhammad is lying. So once he says he was in his house, the other one says he was in Mecca, in the Kaaba. I need coffee. Let me read fast because this video will go forever. But guys, if I analyze this, I can make a book about this story. Actually, I'm thinking to make a book about it. Actually, I'm thinking to take like off a few months just to finish the Quran translation and maybe or writing the book I'm writing, because it needs a lot of energy, you know, those writing. especially with my amazing English, you know. If you're writing a book in Arabic, it's going to be really easy, but you have to use different language, which is not my language. So, the story obviously is a fraud because even the location changed. But to make it simple, they open the chest of Muhammad and they start washing his they were washing what? Here we go. So they take to him and they carried him and they placed him beside the well of Zamzam, which is full of arsenic, according to the BBC report. From among them, Jibril took charge on him. Jibril opened out the part of his body between his throat to his testicles. You see, it says here, a part of his body between his throat and the middle of his chest. Liars. I can show you the other hadith where it says it clearly down to his testicles, to his pubic area. It just depends on the translator, you know, translation, they are liars. So anyway, and then they took all the material out. Look here what's happening, brother and sister. Allah preparing Muhammad for the journey. Do you notice? Allah preparing Muhammad for the journey. So how you prepare to the journey to go to heaven? We take your abdomen and we wash it, and we take your liver and kidney, blah, 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 and we put them in detergent, you know, Arcel detergent, the one I saw commercial for it, made mixed with Zamzam, and they wash you, and it will be ready. And now, but before they wash it, after they wash it, they have to do something. So they took the material off his chest and his abdomen. You laugh at me for the way I say the word. I know you are laughing. Okay, yeah, I will curse you. And when they then washed it with Zamzam water with his own hands. Look, he did not use a brush or any, no, brother. Special care. Jibril wash Zamzam, wash the Prophet abandonment with his, hey Muslims, how he is in light, he speed in the light, he go in the speed of light, and now he is using him with his hands. Yeah. Till he cleansed the inside of his body, and then a golden tray, brother, contain a golden bowl full of belief and wisdom were brought, and then Jibril stuffed his chest and his blood vessels. Translation, by the way, is, you know, blood vessels. I don't think this is correct. Vessels, blood. No, it's you see the vein. This is what they stuffed exactly. I don't know. That would make the same. You know, my English is not too strong, but it's speaking about the vein in your body where the blood run. So, and then they stuff it with wisdom. What do you think about this? And then, let us jump. Then he took him, they brought for him first, they brought him for him an animal, you know. Where is the donkey? Hold on. Okay. Look, he jumped the donkey. Where is donkey? The story of the donkey is gone. Let us see the other hadith. Okay. Where is the donkey? There's no donkey here too. Muhammad, he forgot the donkey. Okay, we need to find it in different story. Then hold on, I cannot mention it without, you know, showing it to you. Otherwise, you will go crazy like a donkey then. Okay. You see, the liar, he cannot repeat the same story twice correctly. The Buraq was brought to the Prophet in the night of Isra, saddled and reined, but he sheed from him. So Jibril said to him, is it for Muhammad, from Muhammad that you do this? What? The donkey was speaking to Jibril, saying to him, Jibril, guys, he came to the donkey. He put the saddle in the top of him. He put a robe around his neck. The donkey of Allah, look at Jibreel, says, huh. Is this from Muhammad that you do this? By your Lord, there is no one more honorable to your Lord than him. Then he started sweating. Imagine yourself a donkey, and now they told you the Prophet will ride you. What will happen to you? You started sweating. True story. I mean, when I'm going to finish this video, it's going to take 10 years for me to finish it, because if I want to go over the story, honestly, this is the most horrible, stupid story ever. If everything that Muhammad he says, I made a comment about it, come on. Okay, we go back now to the story. So we found the story of the donkey, which is missing here. Okay, and then the Prophet then ascended him to the heaven of the world and knocked at one of its door. Look at this. Look at this. He knocked at the door of the heaven. Where we can find those stories from? There's a book, it's called the Book of Enoch, not the one in the Bible. This is a fiction book. It's not approved by us, it's a fiction. I don't know how many of you did read it, you know. Muhammad is always a thief. He steals stories of somebody else. So according to this book, Enoch, like again, not the one mentioned in the Bible, this is a false book, that this Enoch, he went up to heaven and he found the gate of the heaven and he found the gatekeepers. That God, he raised him up to heaven. And in each stage, there's a door and there's a gate. Let me see if I can find you the book. Lord have mercy. Maybe we can do that later, but okay, hold on. So if you go to the book of Enoch, again, this is not the one in the biblical one. You can search it in Google. You will see how many times the story appear in this book about the gate of the heaven and the angels opening the gate of the heaven. And there's even the gate, they have the gatekeeper, you know, exactly as Muhammad he said. You see? And then how God, he took him up, and he showed him, actually almost all the story of Muhammad is there. Even he saw rivers, I believe. I did read this book long time ago, but I think it's mentioned about rivers too. As you see here in front of you. When the sun rises in heaven, it goes forth through the fourth gates, 30 days, and etc. Okay. Let me see if I can find you where it's speak about the gatekeepers. The gatekeeper. This is why reading is very important, you know, in order to find information and to connect things together. Anyway, maybe we can make a special video about this story here. They're saying this is part of the Bible. My friend, the Bible doesn't speak about what you are saying. Muhammad, for sure, Muhammad is taking stories from the Bible, from the Jews, from the Torah, from the tradition, from, and he mixes it all together. Yeah, as an example, Muhammad, he takes stories from the Bible. We know that. But this is story here about, like if you go and speak about the vision as an example, you know, the book of Revelation, you will find that, you know, took him and show him the heaven and etc. You know, so Muhammad here, but Muhammad is taking a story which is not approved by none. Muhammad is a person who followed traditions of the Jews, stories, legends, like the story of the ant. If I search right now to the story of the ant, I will find it in the legend of the Jews. Every single Jew knew that this is stupid story is not true. Muhammad, he took it, he put it exactly almost as it is in the Quran, claiming that this is from Allah. That Solomon, he saw an ant and he spoke to the ant and the ant spoke to him, etc. Let me see, hold on. We are here in the Hadith speaking about the... Okay, and then the heaven ask. Yeah, you see here the translation, they are not giving the same translation as here. Every translation is different. See, the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper of the heaven. So he knocked at the door, and the gatekeeper asked, who is he? Who is he? Here you notice how silly the story is. Because if the gatekeeper, he is the gatekeeper, then he should know who is coming. I mean, didn't Allah knew, didn't those angels know Jibreel? Isn't Jibreel, according to Muslims, he is the head of the angels, the most important angel? So how they do not know who is Jibreel? Do we have any Muslim? How the gatekeepers, isn't it Jibreel, you know, he left the heaven many times, he came to Muhammad many times. That means he's entering this gate almost every day. So how they are saying who is it? Jibreel, he said, Jibreel. Then the gatekeeper said, is there anyone with you? Why, he's blind? Very silly, you know, story. Doesn't even fit for kids. He said, Muhammad is with me. Okay, who is this guy Muhammad? Shouldn't you say who is Muhammad? Muhammad, that's it. He asked, has he been called? Look at the security. You see how bad the security? Anyone say, I am Jibreel, you open the door for him? Anyone says, Muhammad, you open the door for him? And why those security, they cannot even see behind the door? Make a hole, you know, get a drill and make a hole and see who's behind the door. So the story is very funny, and then it continues. And then the gate opened. So the gate opened and we went up to the nearest heaven. And there we saw a man sitting in the with some people in his right and some people in his left. When he looked toward his right, he laughed. When he looked toward his right, his left, he wept. I mean, what a dummy story. I mean, this is Adam, guys. So he asked the angel, who is this? He said, this is Prophet Adam. Okay, isn't it stupid? So now Adam is in heaven, and he spent that day looking at the right and he laughed, and then he looked at the left and he cried. What a stupid story. And then the story continue, blah 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 blah, and then even he see Isa, he see Isa there, he see Moses. But the story of Moses is the most funny part of this stupid story. Abu Dhar said, added, the prophet met Adam, Idris, Moses, and Jesus, and Abraham. Okay. He did not mention which heaven they were, but he mentioned the prophet met Adam in the nearest heaven. You know, if you go to different hadith, you will see he mentioned exactly where, every heaven. Stupid stories. I mean, the guy who lie, he cannot repeat the same story twice. Anyway, so each time he go to the gate, they say to him, who is with you? The same question. Look at the question. Okay, they say to him, who is he? Okay, who is with you? He says, Jibreel. Who is with you, Muhammad? Who is he? Jibreel replied, he is Idris. Muhammad is asking, who is this guy? Idris. So Muhammad, he saw all the prophets, the important ones, let's say, in his journey. And then I passed by Jesus, which is not Jesus really, it's Isa. And he said, Jesus, look, Jesus, you do not need to ask who is he. Jesus, because he knew everything, he said to him, welcome by as a prophet. Hey Muslims, how come Jesus do not? Okay, Jesus, he knew right away Muhammad. Muhammad is famous. He go on TV every day. Welcome by his prophet and by his brother and by his prophet. I asked, who is he? He replied, Jesus. Then I passed by Abraham. Abraham, second step. So anyway, the story keep going. And then Muhammad, he go to the tree where Allah, after that point, is located. Actually, there's a hadith. The angel, he said to him, I don't think in this story here, he said to him, if I go through, I will be burned. Let us see if I can find you the hadith. Hold on. If I go, okay, let me see if I can find this one. I have all the, I know all the hadith in Arabic, but the question when I say if I can't find it, I'm talking about the English version of it, not Arabic. Oh, we cannot find it in English. Let me see. We can use Google Translation. All right. Imagine, guys, I searched for the hadith, I found it in the CIA library. Can you believe it? The CIA library? Yeah, they have everything, even the books about Muhammad. Okay, let us see. Well, we can use the CIA website, who cares? It's a book anyway. Oh, this is PDF, we cannot translate it. This is the book, it's called Shabakatu Mishkat al-Islamiyya. This is from the website, I think. The book name, Sharh al-Muhadhab, al-Imam Muhyiddin al-Nawawi. The Imam, this is the one who wrote the book. And the story there where it says, Jibreel, he said to him, if I continue with you, I will be burned. I cannot continue. So Jibreel, he stopped, and he did not go with Muhammad in his journey. And actually here it says, Let us see in the English version. Then he said he will come, so the doers of heaven become pleased and his arrival. And now, Allah would do to the prophet and the earth unless he informed them. What? He become pleased with his arrival, and they did not know that what Allah do to the prophet and earth unless Allah informed them. Okay. And the prophet met Adam over the nearest heaven, and blah blah blah, and they continue. Let's say okay. And this is third, and let's continue here. Same question, who is accompanying you, was with you? Muhammad opened the gate, he went to the fifth heaven, then he went to the sixth heaven, and now something will happen. And then he is conveyed with him to the seventh heaven. And they say the same in each heaven, like, who is this? He says Jibreel. Who is with you? He said Muhammad. Is he invited? They open the door. And then it says here, but Jibreel is candid with him, with Muhammad, for a distance above that. The distance of which only Allah knows, till he reached the lotus tree. He arrived, Jibreel, where? Next to the tree which Muhammad he mentioned, and soon we will find that underneath of it, the river of Nile River, which means Muhammad he went to Ethiopia, if this is true, which is a stupid story anyway. Here it says, this is the maximum he can get, until he reached the lotus tree. And beyond this tree, nobody can pass, that's it. Remember that, even Jibreel, he cannot. And then, irresistible, the Lord, honor, majesty, approached and came closer till Jibreel was about 2 bow length of near. Look, they are mixing the story in the Quran now with this. See? What happened to the story? Among things Allah revealed to him, he enjoyed Muhammad with 50 prayer. So Allah, he told Muhammad, you have to pray 50 prayer a day, you and your followers. When the Prophet he descended till he met Moses. Where Moses? Moses in the lowest heavens. And then Moses stopped him and asked, O Muhammad, what did your Lord join upon you? The Prophet replied, he enjoined upon me to perform 50 prayer in a day and night. Moses said, your followers cannot do that. Go back to your Lord and reduce it for you and for them. Here the story go wild and showing you how stupid Muhammad is. And who is stupid to ever believe in this story? A guy, his name is Moshe, advising a prophet, his name is Muhammad, to go back to Allah and negotiate with him, because this is not right. You cannot do it. Your followers can do it. Question. I don't know if there's any Muslims who would like to answer what this drama is about. Why Allah he gave Muhammad 50 prayer, and who is Moses to correct Allah? Allah said 50, it's 50. If Allah said it's 50, how in the world Moses he even dared to say, don't accept, go back? You cannot do it. Isn't it the Muslim they say, if Allah say B is going to be? Okay, he said B 50. Who is Muhammad to negotiate with his God? Do you even dare to go back? This is God, this is not a boss. And look at this story. So the Prophet turned to Jibreel as he wanted to consult with him. Jibreel told him of his opinion. Like what? Saying, yes, if you wish. So Jibreel ascended with him to that place where he cannot pass, where Jibreel he cannot pass. That's it, literally. And then, you know, the Prophet, he keep negotiating with Allah. So Jibreel ascended with him to etc. And then he says, please lighten our burden, for as my followers cannot do that. So Allah decided for him 10 prayer. You see, the story here is not true, by the way. The story in this hadith is fabricated, because in different hadith says that it was a journey, keep coming back, up, down, let us go. Just to show you how the story changed between one and the other one. Read carefully with me here. So Musa said to him, this is different hadith. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, the same book, hadith number 349. Take a note. We are reading the same book, imagine. But the same book, the story is different. So then Allah enjoined 50 prayer on my followers. Then I returned with his order. Allah and I passed by Moses, and who asked me, what Allah enjoined you and your followers? I replied, has enjoined me 50 prayer. Musa says, go back to your Lord, appeal for reduction. For your followers, they are not able to bear it. So I went back to Allah and I requested reduction. Like, we went back to Allah where? Muhammad, he saw Allah, Muslims? Did Muhammad speak to Allah? Did Muhammad see Allah? And then he reduced it to half. Look, the story here changed. In the other hadith it says he made it 10. Here it became half. This means 25. How here it became 10? One shot. Do you see it? So Allah reduced it 10 times to 10 prayer. And this is hadith number 7517. Okay, in the other hadith, which is 349 from the same book of Al-Bukhari, Allah, he reduced it to half, so the 50 became 25. There's a huge difference between he make it 25 and he make it 10. The liar, he cannot repeat the same lie twice. Then, when I passed by Moses again, I informed him about it. He said, go back to your Lord, as your follower cannot able be to bear it. So I returned to Allah and requested a further reduction, and the half was reduced. Look, hold on, what is the half of 25? Any Muslim can tell me? You see, the first one, it says the 50 became a half. Okay, the half is 25. So Allah, he reduced the 25, he make it a half. What does that mean? 22 and a half a prayer? Do you understand what I'm saying? If Allah reduced the prayer to 25, then how Allah reduced the 25 to the half? What is the half of 25, Muslims? Help me with mathematics. So the Muslim, they have to pray a 12 prayer and a half? What is that? Let it go. Again, I passed by Moses, and he said to me, return to your Lord, for your followers are not able to bear it. So I returned to Allah, and he said, there's 5, okay, this is 5 prayer. Okay, hold on. So from the 12 and a half to 5? I better stop here, because I have to go and do a half a prayer. And now, you know, if I want to go and do like more deep study on this garbage, I can find you tons of stupid things Muhammad he said. All of it does not match. All of it. And then Muhammad, the story continue, and Muhammad go back, and then he went to Jerusalem. But if we want to talk about the story of Jerusalem, I think we better make it in different video, so we can laugh more, maybe tomorrow or the day after. By the way, don't forget to download my videos, because I don't keep them. I just deleted the videos, the previous videos I have. All right. So always subscribe to those who download my videos and have them in their pages. This way you can support them. In the same time, you will not miss something I deleted. And the reason I don't keep my videos, because YouTube love me. You know, they love me very much. Very much. Very. I can't explain to you how much they love me. Oh boy. And the funny, just to remind you, that even the Quran never mentioned that Muhammad, he went to heaven. This is the only verse in the Quran speaking about this story. That he took him from the mosque in Mecca, took him to the farthest mosque, which we do not know where it is. The Muslims, they claim it's in Jerusalem. But how a mosque in Jerusalem can be the farthest mosque? The distance between Mecca and Jerusalem may be 1,000 miles something. How that can be? Where is the... Okay, why Allah did not mention the journey to heaven? Why it's not there in the Quran? Any Muslim can tell us. I mean, how come such an important event is not in the Quran? Allah took Muhammad. Actually, it doesn't say even he took who. It says he took his servant. Who is the servant? And here you notice the stupidity. I mean, when you talk about people, don't you talk in order? Okay, we took our servant from here to here, and we gave the book to Musa. Okay, what's the connection between this and this? Maybe he was, the verse here speaking about somebody, he is a Jew. Because where is the connection? What in Arabic, Muhammad Said? What in Arabic? Here we go. In Arabic, it doesn't say that. It says, praise be to the one who took his servant at night from the sacred mosque to the farther mosque. Where is the word heaven? Surah Al-Muntaha. Okay, here we go. You see, we showed you that Surah Al-Muntaha. Surah Al-Muntaha. Okay, hold on. We missed this one actually. Hold on. Let us show you where Surah Al-Muntaha is. You are saying Surah Al-Muntaha is in heaven, right? Okay. I want to go with you. Don't cry now. Hold on. Actually, we should mention this because this is what the title is about, right? Okay. Read with me carefully. So if you are saying Surah Al-Muntaha is where it is in the sky, well, here it says that it is in Ethiopia. Read carefully. Behold, he saw the two flowing rivers, while he was in the nearest sky. Listen carefully, in the nearest sky. Okay. I'm going with your translation, not mine. He asked, what are those two rivers? Jibreel said, these are the sources of the Nile. Okay. If we go now to Surah Al-Muntaha, where it says Muhammad, he been taken to Surah Al-Muntaha, let us see. I will go with you just to show you how stupid is what you are saying. This is the verse where it says the name Muhammad, from verse number 1 to the last verse. Read with me. Verse number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's Muhammad? Muhammad where? Are you going to guess? You will say to me this is about Muhammad? If it's about Muhammad, that's mean Muhammad, he saw Allah twice, or he saw Jibreel twice, if this is Jibreel, correct? This is Surah Al-Muntaha. And the second time he saw him, it is in there. Do you see it? So if this is about Muhammad, and this is about Jibreel, and this is about going to heaven, that means Muhammad, he saw Jibreel twice. How you answer that, Muhammad Sayyid? Did Jibreel been seen by Muhammad twice? Remember, you are the one who referred me to go there. I went there. The name Muhammad doesn't appear. Okay, but now we have to guess something else. Did Muhammad see Jibreel only twice? If Muhammad saw Jibreel only twice, that means all the stories of Muhammad is a lie, and all the Quran is a lie. Because that means Muhammad, he have to receive the Quran in 2 deliveries, all of it. First delivery, Muhammad, Allah, he said to him, read, and he squeezed him, supposedly. That's it. And the second delivery should be all the Quran. But this is what Muhammad said, and neither are Muslims. So the story here is so stupid, to the point cannot match its own story. It doesn't say in his original form or not, my friend. This is not about original form. It says he saw him again. He saw him again. And then, for he saw him at second descent. Okay, what descent mean? Can you tell me? If Muhammad, he went to heaven, then he should not see him in the descent. Because it says here in his second descent near the lotus tree. So Muhammad did not see this person until he arrived to the lotus tree. Are you following Muhammad Sayyid? Guys, are you following with me? If this is Jibreel as the Muslim try to make it look like, we will go with you. So Muhammad, he came alone because it says here, for indeed he saw him at the second descent near the Lot tree. Not before. This is where he saw him, whoever that guy is. So all the story of Muhammad being taken by Jibreel and he brought a donkey is a lie. Descent means second time, guys. Descent means second time. It says second descent, you idiot, not second time. It says second descent. Okay, Tutu. Any smart Muslim, he tries something. So as you see, this story is very stupid. So if Muhammad, he went really to heaven, then he should not be seeing the Nile River and Euphrates River. And not only he mentioned Nile and Euphrates, he mentioned Sihan wa Jihan and those additional rivers, small rivers in the I think now they are located in the map, maybe in the north of Syria and yeah, almost in the borders of Turkey. So he saw the Nile River there, he saw Euphrates there, he saw Sihan wa Jihan. Okay, how this is heaven? So it doesn't hold up. The story doesn't hold up. It's a stupid story. So anyway, I hope we have we give you a collection of information and you save the reference. And by the way, there's Muslim websites themselves, they are agreeing that this is a lie, this is a fabrication. They are saying nowhere it mentioned that Allah took Muhammad to heaven. And as I showed you in the Quran, doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. Nowhere mentioned the word even Muhammad, even close to it. And if we speak about the second time he saw him, the descent, it says he descent. He descent next to Surah Al-Muntaha. So it's not Muhammad going up. Whoever that person is. And I believe this person here, what it's meant is Allah. Because here it says clearly, so did Allah convey his message to him, inspiration. So all of this was about Jibreel, and suddenly it says, so Allah. Imagine I say to you, so Jibreel, he climbed the tree. Jibreel, he is on the branch. Jibreel is getting from Muhammad. Muhammad is, so close. And Jibreel now descending to Muhammad, and now Allah convey. Like what is the connection? You should say Jibreel told him, if this is Jibreel. This is why it's called him. He's a might in power. And read carefully with me. Do you see that he as a capital letter? He. Who is he? If this is Jibreel, well, the one who taught the Quran to Muhammad is not Jibreel. Jibreel is just that, he just delivered the Quran. Isn't it the Quran says the following? Let us read. This is why, if you know it all, this garbage, then you will find that's nothing there. It makes sense. Let us see. Here we go. Chapter 87, verse number 6. Who is the one who decreed the message to Muhammad? Allah, not Jibreel. And if it's Jibreel, that will be the contradiction. If you want to find me a verse in different places, Jibreel, he gave him the Quran. Well, that's, because it says we. Is Jibreel we? And not to forget here, it says that we will teach you Quran and you will not forget except as Allah wills. Look how stupid this statement is. How the Muslims, they say nobody forget the Quran, and now we found that even Muhammad forget Quran. How it says you will not forget except what Allah want. That's mean you will forget. If I say to you, I will teach you Quran and you will not forget. And we are the one, it says here decree. It doesn't say decree really, it says sanuqra'uka. Change the translator. A new Quran will come. Muhammad Hilali. We shall make you recite the Quran. Who? Allah. Not Jibreel. So the one who said to Muhammad, read, can't be Jibreel. Actually, if you go back to the story where Muhammad, he claimed that he saw somebody, he did not say this is an angel. Muhammad never said this is an angel. It was the cousin of the cousin of the cousin of the cousin of Khadija who said to her, this is Jibreel. I mean, the guy who saw it and the one who was squeezed. He did not know he's squeezed by who, but the guy who is the cousin of the cousin of the cousin, and he is not even a Muslim, he told him this is Jibreel. You know what I'm saying? What do you see mean Allah is not there? Go and read the interpretation. No, Allah, this is about Allah. If we change, okay, hold on. This guy is saying Allah is not there, but it says we. Is Jibreel many? Is Jibreel we? What do you? What's wrong with you? All of us, we knew that Allah in the Quran, he used the word we, and the Muslims, they say because it's majestic, which is very stupid to say. So you say to us, it's not fit for Allah to be three and one person in the same time, or one God in the same time. But you say to me, you want to make him many because it's fit for him. You see the stupidity? They say it's not fit for God to be three person, one God. And then they make their God many. Why? Because it's fit. Stupidity is amazing. What royal we? Exactly. If you make him royal we, That means Allah, he decide that it's better for him to be we. Do you understand, guys? Allah, he love it. Allah, he feel better if we say we, royal we, as this Muslim is saying. I don't think he's a Muslim, by the way. I think this guy is playing games. He's a Muslim, he's a non-Muslim. He come with different names, you know. Sometimes he come as a Christian, sometimes he come as a Muslim. I know. So this is why I don't take what he say serious. It is majestic. It's perfect for Allah. That means I is wrong, because it's not majestic. He is not majestic. What kind of religion this religion is? Okay, do we have any Muslim have any comment? I'm going to call myself we from now on because I feel better, you know. Actually, there's one of you, he said to me, Christian friends, you say we. Who are, you know, how many you are? You know, you can see it in the previous videos. My friend, when I say we, because people here, they work as a team. I do my videos alone. I don't have helpers. Everybody know that. But there's people who help me to translate my videos to other languages, download my videos. So yeah, it is we, you know, because for me, I cannot do all of this. But Allah here, he say we for what reason? You say it's majestic. That means it is better for Allah to be 3 persons, not 1. Otherwise, calling yourself we and you are 1, it's a fabrication. It's a fake majestic. You are the same as a fake king. He used fake language to glorify himself. It's fake. You are not we. You are 1 person. Correct? So the Muslim, they fight the Trinity, and yet their God is all over the place. He is we. And when we ask them, they say because it's fit for Allah to be more majestic, to be called we. But this is make no sense. For that means you should not call him he. And you know, what kind of God he calls himself he? I mean, it is he. Okay, who? Allah say to himself, it is he? Muhammad, he knew it's Jibreel? No, he do not know. Go read the story. When this person, he came and he squeezed Muhammad 3 times. And actually, if you read the story, even though we want to finish the video, you will find that Muhammad, obviously, he's mentally ill because he tried to commit suicide in the same story. But when this person, he came to him, supposedly it's as Jibreel according to Muslims, it says, suddenly, the truth descend upon him. But isn't it the truth is Allah? Isn't it your Muslim have 99 names of Allah, and one of them is the truth, trying to copy the name of Jesus? He said, I am the truth. He was in the cave, the truth came. Here you say the angel, where it says the angel. Did he say, if he knew the angel, he knew what happened? So then it says here that when this happened to him, he went to his wife and he told her what happened. The wife, she took him all the way to the cousin of her cousin, Waraq ibn Nawfal. And then Waraq ibn Nawfal, he said to him, and look what happened to Muhammad. Allah Messenger returned with his inspiration, his neck muscles twitching with terror till he entered upon Khadija. So, and then he said to her, cover me, and she covered him. He feel cold, he have a fever, he have going crazy. And this is a very clear sign of epilepsy. Obviously, Muhammad is suffering from epilepsy. It doesn't make him a bad person, if you have this is illness. It doesn't make you a bad person if you have epilepsy. But obviously he have it. So why he will be terrified like this? Okay, the same person, according to Muslim, he came to Mary. How come Mary, she did not go in terror, and her neck is twitch, like going crazy, and the muscle of her neck or her body? She's a woman. So Muhammad, the man, the hero, he was terrified, and the woman Mary, she was relaxed. The same person, according to Muslims. Then he said to Khadija, what's wrong with me? Muhammad, he agrees, something wrong with him. What's wrong with me? Then he told her everything happened to him. I fear something may happen to me, Khadija. Muhammad, until now, he have no idea what's happening. Khadija, she said, never. But have a good news. Let us see. By Allah, Allah will never disgrace you. Okay, Khadija became a prophet now. The prophet himself do not know what's happening. Khadija, the wife, in the bedroom, she knew. And then, it says here, Khadija then accompanied him to her cousin, Waraqa ibn Nawfal, Asad ibn Abdul Uzza. Okay? Waraqa was the son of blah 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 blah, i.e. her father brother, who during the pre-Islamic period became a Christian. The fact this guy is not a Christian, he's a Nasara. It's a Christian cult. And he used to write Arabic Bible, that is the Quran. How we knew that this is the Quran? Because the Quran is a summarize of the Bible, supposedly. So he write in Arabic, and he used to write the gospel in Arabic. So that means we should have a gospel in the time of Muhammad in Arabic. And this gospel cannot be corrupted. Why? Because this guy is a decent guy, according to Muslims. Even Muhammad, he said he would go to heaven. As much as Allah wished him to write, so he is doing, this guy is an emission from Allah. Do you see it? Who is the one making him write the gospel in Arabic? Allah. He was an old man who had lost his eyesight. And then they came to him, and she said to him, oh my cousin, listen to the story of your nephew. Waraqa ibn Nawfal said, and by the way, I believe that Waraqa ibn Nawfal is the real father of Muhammad. If you have my book, you will see that Waraqa ibn Nawfal, he sent his own sister to sleep with the father of Muhammad in his way to have sex with the mother of Muhammad. And even the Muslim, they claim she offered him 100 camel. Which is extreme money at that time. Actually, now it's extreme money. 100 camel to sleep with her? Why? Muhammad's father was a gigolo? Gigolo? And then Muhammad, he continued, and he had sex with the mother of Muhammad. When he came back in his way, he said to her, is your offer still standing? She said no. Obviously, Waraqa, he sent her to stop him from having sex with this woman. And then you will notice that Muhammad, he was really a true son of this person. Why? Because you will notice that this person appeared in every important thing in the life of Muhammad. Muhammad is lost, you find him with Waraqa ibn Nawfal. His family can't find him, he's with Waraqa ibn Nawfal. Even Muhammad, he tried to commit suicide because Waraqa ibn Nawfal, he died. And there's no more Quran coming. Read carefully. It says here, in the same reference, but after a few days, Waraqa died and the divine inspiration was also paused. Okay, what Waraqa ibn Nawfal have to do with the divine inspiration? Why Allah stopped sending Quran to Muhammad? Because the one who was giving him Quran is this guy. You see how clear it is? So I die, Muhammad still stop receiving Quran. Why? Is that a holy message from God? I mean, who is this person who, if he died, no Quran will come? And then Muhammad, he tried to commit suicide many times. So he becomes so sad, as we have heard, and he intended several times to throw himself from the top of the high mountain. And every time he went to the top of the mountain in order to throw himself, Jibreel appeared to him and says, "Oh Muhammad, don't do it. You are truly a prophet." So Muhammad now, he is a prophet, but he don't believe he's a prophet. So after this Quran he received, until now he is trying to kill himself because he don't believe he's a prophet. And the proof in front of you, it says, "Oh Muhammad, you are indeed messenger of Allah." In truth. Upon this, his heart become quiet and would calm down. So what Muhammad fear is, he's a fraud. He want to kill himself. He don't believe it. Okay, hold on. If the Prophet himself, after seeing the angel is squeezing him, he receiving Quran, verse after verse, chapter after chapter, and now he want to kill himself, he don't believe. And the story goes so more crazy that he did that many times. Did Allah give his message to stupid idiot? Isn't it suicide is haram in Islam? Oh, not suicide against the Christian, like suicide bombing. I mean, to kill yourself for no reason. Like committing suicide. Not in the war and to kill the infidels, no. Why is doing this? It's a clear sign that he is suffering from mental illness. And actually, we don't want to, go deeper more, but you will notice that even Muslims agree that Muhammad is suffering from mental illness to the point he do not know what he did, how he did it. And they claim that the Prophet was bewitched, so he had begun to imagine that he had done a thing in which in fact he did not do it. It's a clear sign of mental illness. A prophet of God, yet he is imagining doing things in fact he did not do. Is that one of them? He saw an angel? Is one of them here? How Muhammad received Quran? Anyone remember? How Muhammad received Quran? He received it in the sound of a bell. This is a clear. You can go and search about the epilepsy and see what people they suffer from. They hear sound, like they hear a special tone in their ears, etc. Read carefully. This is Muhammad talking, not me, and this is Al-Bukhari. It says, they asked Muhammad, how did divine inspiration come to you? He replied, in all these ways or form. The angel sometimes come to me with a voice which resembled the sound of a ringing bell. Okay, hold on, you idiot. Isn't it the bell is the instrument of shaitan? Let us see. Read carefully. The Prophet said the bell is one of the musical instrument of shaitan. Okay, how the bell is the sound of shaitan, and he received the Quran as a bell. Do we have any Muslim here? This will be a different story, but it's very stupid. And hold on, if Muhammad he received Quran in a sound of a bell, how the bell sound became Arabic? Huh? I receive bell sound. Is that what he heard? Okay, how this became Bismillahirrahmanirrahim? This is Morse, this is not Bill, but we can play Bill for you if you want. How this became Quran? I mean, can the story go more stupid than this? So I am Prophet Muhammad, God forbid, and now I receive Quran. Okay, Prophet, translate for us. How does it become Arabic? Can you imagine the stupidity? This is why I say stupidity is amazing. So if you are a Muslim, my friend, we care for you, we don't hate you, we are trying to show you. And if I lied to you, show me where I lied. If any of my question is not true question, you tell me. Which verse Muhammad you received as a bill became Arabic? How it became Arabic? Because he's saying sometime come like this, sometime come like that, which means happen all the time. So if we say at least 10 or 20 or 30% of the Quran received as a sound of a bell, how it became Arabic? Is that Jungle Bell? And how in one place he say the bell is the instrument of shaitan, and then in another place you say I received the sound of a bell from Allah as Quran. Even Muhammad, he says angels will not accompany a person, will not walk with a person. He have a bell in his house. So how they cannot accompany? He cannot enter a house. That means the angels, they have a weakness. They cannot, build, they can defeat them, which is stupid to believe. So if an angel, he saw a cow, she have a bill in her neck, he will run away. What is this? What's the problem? Oh, because this is the musical instrument of shaitan. So how the same person who hate the bell and the sound of the bell, and the sound of the bell is the instrument of shaitan, he himself, he delivered to you Quran as a sound of a bell. And why in the word, you see Muhammad here, maybe you are not listening carefully. When Muhammad, he says the bell is a music instrument of shaitan, he is attacking the Christians. The Christians, since the beginning of the church, they use the bell sound. In the time of Muhammad, they use it. So this is Satan calling the Christians to come, because this is a musical instrument. And then the same coward later he say, well, I receive Quran in the sound of a bell. How we can function the stupidity of a stupid person with his stupid lies, who he repeat them, but he cannot match them together. So everything Muhammad, he said, is absolutely stupid. And as you see, this is Sahih Bukhari. They cannot say, oh, this is weak, this is, you know their game, Al-Bukhari, this is Al-Bukhari, what we would do? It's weak. Yeah, it must be weak, because anything is embarrassing. It must be, we should throw it in the garbage. Right? So anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. And we will keep this video maybe for a day or two. Please download it. And then until we come back again, depending on how many views we have for this video, then we decide how fast to come back. Maybe tomorrow, if we have a big number of views. If not, we will wait until we have a better number. And the reason I want better number, because I want more people to be seeing the video, downloading it, and this will give me indication about how many people learned. Otherwise, really, the number is not important for me. But still, we are short in numbers. There's 7 billion as a human being there, and they did not receive the message. And those classes which we give, they are long, but they are important. 3 hours today. Yesterday or the day before, it was 4 hours. And if I try to make it short, I'm afraid that I will not be able to cover all the garbage. And actually, I did not even cover 1% of the garbage. But at least we covered the topic in a way which there's no more holes in the narrative. We did not, the big holes. Otherwise, there's a lot of holes. All right? So, I want to leave you in peace. And don't do what Muhammad does. If Quran does stop coming to you, try to throw yourself from the top of the mountain, and then the angel come and he hold you from your panty. That is not a prophet behavior. That is a madman who imagined himself having sex, but in fact he did not, as Aisha said. Thank you very much. God bless you, and see you soon again. Christ is Lord. Islam is dummy. If Muhammad, a fool like Muhammad, can fool you, how fool are you? How? If this idiot, he can fool you. Be honest with yourself. How such a person can fool you? Unless you are a very fool. A guy who cannot repeat the same story twice. He can't even repeat the same verse twice. A guy who the Muslim, they say he is suffering from mental illness. He imagined things. A guy, the Muslim themselves, they say he was bewitched, which means controlled by the devil. A guy who himself, he says, I've been commanded by shaitan. A guy who himself provides satanic verses. And not to mention that he have a very extreme, bad down in ethic. From corruption to sexual immoral with the children, to kidnapping women, to rape, to teach Muslims to go and fornicate around. Where is, go and do muta. 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. And if you like to increase, increase. Is that what prophets of God who came before this man taught you? Go and do muta. Rent a woman for a day or two. Pay her. That is not from God. That is of the devil for sure. Thank you. God bless you, and see you soon again. Take care.